Hello, I'm actually going to Barnes & Noble right now, and I feel like I've been going book shopping a lot in videos lately, but I just feel like it's the best place to be once it starts to get chilly outside. Like, just being in a bookstore is so comforting. There's just something about it. But I only have the intention of getting one book, and I really think I'm gonna stick to it this time because I've gone book shopping like twice recently, and I've been ordering on Amazon too, so I really don't need anything except for one single thing, and that's Betting on You by Lynn Painter. It literally just came out in paperback, and I've been waiting for it because I kind of just discovered how much I loved Lynn Painter's YA romance books. All of the other books that I have of hers are paperbacks, so I just wanted them to all match. So my history with Lynn Painter is that I read The Love Wager, and this is adult novel of hers, and I didn't really love it. It was very mid to me. It was okay. It was like somewhere around a 3-star. Then I didn't read any of her books again for like almost a year, and this year that's when I discovered Better Than the Movies. Everyone raves about this one for good reason. It's actually really amazing, and I loved it so much. It made me happy. It just put me in such a good mood, and that's something that I noticed about her YA books. And then following that, I read The Do-Over, and I actually liked this one more than Better Than the Movies. I feel like that's an unpopular opinion. And after this, I was immediately like, I want to get the third one, but it was only out in hardcover, so I was like, it's fine, I'll wait. And it's finally out in paperback. Also, Nothing Like the Movies, also by Lynn Painter. It's the sequel to Better Than the Movies. It's now out, and I actually read it in August because I got an ARC on my Kindle, and I didn't love it and I didn't hate it either. It wasn't my favorite thing. Again, it was somewhere like in the middle range. I don't think it was very necessary. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's finally out now. And Barnes & Noble has an exclusive edition, and I don't know if that is just the cover or if there's exclusive content, but if there is, I want to go see what it is. I do that all the time. I just go into Barnes & Noble and I look to see what the exclusive content is. Sometimes it's a chapter and I just sit there and read it and put it back on the shelf. I know that sounds bad, but I'm trying to be less wasteful and more economical. It sounds horrible, but like, why would I buy a book that I didn't love in hardcover, when I could just gently read what the exclusive content is and put it back on the shelf just as I met it? I don't think I'm harming anyone. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So yeah, that's why I'm going to Barnes & Noble, and I'll see what's in Nothing Like the Movies Barnes & Noble edition. I'll tell you if it's worth it. You guys, I completely forgot that I owned Uggs until I saw a video and someone was like, I felt a breeze, so I'm instantly switching out my sandals for Uggs. And I was like, wait, I forgot I owned those. Like, this is the perfect shoe to be wearing right now. Like, the perfect casual, comfy shoe to be wearing. And I literally could have pulled these out from like 2 weeks ago. I already started feeling that breeze. Honestly, I kind of felt a breeze in August, and then it got hot again. And since like mid-September, I was feeling that breeze. It's now October, and I just completely forgot I own these. I started Iron Flame last night, and I literally only read one chapter, but I downloaded a PDF from like a free one that I saw on Pinterest because carrying this around would be absolutely crazy. But the font on it is so it's the same font from the book, but it looks so tiny on my Kindle because smaller screen and everything, and I can't change the font because it's not an actual Kindle book. It's just a PDF. That's probably illegal. I don't know if you could see that and how tiny it is. Maybe I'll read the actual physical copy when I get back home because I was just too lazy to get up and get it yesterday. I'm on my period, and so I don't really have the will to do much, so. Way longer than I needed it to. New York has great public transportation until it's weekend, then forget about it. I should always stay home. I feel like I never leave the house on the weekend and not regret it. Anyway, I got what I needed, and I guess that's all that matters. I also went into Michael's because I want to start a reading journal soon, and I just wanted to see like if they had anything that I should get, but I don't know, that Michael's just, they didn't have anything that I felt like I would need. I'd probably just buy stuff on Amazon or try to go to a different store, maybe Target or something. But yeah, that Michael's was weird. Also, that Barnes & Noble didn't have nothing like the movies. They didn't have the regular version. They didn't have the Barnes & Noble exclusive that I wanted to look in. They didn't have anything at all. It's like they saw me coming and they said, not today. But maybe it's sold out already. Good for Lynn Painter. I'm proud of myself for actually just getting what I said I was gonna get and getting out of there. But I saw some Christmas books that look kind of interesting. There's this book called A December to Remember, and it's not a romance. It's about three sisters and something to do with a will. One of them like needs money and they're reading someone's will. I didn't really read too much about it. I was just so ecstatic that it wasn't just a romance, because I feel like literally every Christmas book that I have found so far are just romance books, and that's fine. I'm gonna love reading those too, but I'm gonna wanna, I don't know, switch up the topic but still read holiday books, and I feel like that would be a good one to read about sisters, and I hope it's good, because it's literally all I saw on the shelf. All the others were romance books, but that's something that I want to like research more of though. Christmas books that aren't just romance books. If you know of any, please comment it. Tell me a Christmas book that doesn't just follow a romance. Wait, you know what I got? Is it in my purse? I got a Barnes & Noble rewards card, and I feel like every time they ask me if I want this, they don't explain it right. I thought this is the same thing as like the membership that you have to pay for. Not the what is it called? It's the membership, right, that you have to pay for, and then this one's called the rewards program. It's completely free. All you do is like you get a point for every, a point or a stamp or whatever for every $10 you spend, which I feel like is kind of like, it's not that great, but still, you don't really spend less than $10 at Barnes & Noble anyway. And I am thinking about all the stamps that I've lost already because they haven't explained this correctly. I literally thought that what they were trying to give me was the membership, the one that you pay for. When you get 10 stamps, you get $5 off, which could be great for hardcovers or literally anything actually. Getting any kind of money off at Barnes & Noble would be great because it's expensive in there. I didn't read any of Iron Flame when I was on the train because I was listening to my fall playlist and I was just like absolutely zoning out. Sometimes I just need to zone out. And I think it's because I'm like kind of tired too. When I'm on my period, my eyes are just so tired for no reason. Like, I don't even think I'm sleepy. It's just drained from absolutely nothing. But anyway, I'm gonna eat more fall leaf chips. I'm gonna watch Scandal. I restarted watching Scandal in September, so now I'm on season 3 and I have not been able to stop binging it. And it's slowing down my reading, which is fine. I'm just addicted to Scandal right now. But also I've been wanting to watch like one of my fall themed shows. Like there's shows that just hit different in the fall, like Gilmore Girls and Vampire Diaries, and I'm like, I'm gonna restart one of those, and I just never do because I'm hooked on Scandal. So, I don't know what is. I also always rewatch it when there is a presidential election. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm gonna go chill out. It's a lovely Saturday. It's a sunny Saturday, the first sunny day in a while. I need to do like a closet clean out because a lot of my sweaters and cardigans and stuff like that, they're in storage. They're like up in my closet in an insane way. And I'll show it to you guys. I'll show how insane it is to have a really tiny closet. I mean, there's probably a better way to organize it, but I just didn't. And I organize it in the most silly way ever. Like, if I have a backpack, I literally like fold things up and put it in the backpack and that's it. That's how I store something. I mean, kind of brilliant, but I never bothered to get like storage bins or anything. I don't know, I just couldn't bother with it. So yeah, it's gonna be insane to go through that closet, and we're gonna do it together.
We should discuss confidentiality.
Wait, I just need to say, you guys should air fry your tortilla chips. It literally changes the taste so much. They taste so much more fresh when you do that, and not just like bagged tortilla chips.
Do you think you can pay a parking ticket in heirloom tomatoes?
Okay, so I'm about to clean out my closet, and showing you that is probably gonna be the most vulnerable I'll ever be on the internet. It is so bad. First of all, I did my laundry and I just have this pile of clothes here because a lot of this needs to be put away. A lot of it is summer clothes that I don't need anymore. And so it's like, I'm just gonna put it here until I'm ready to actually do my closet stuff, which is now. So I have to... Anyway, oh my god. No. This is embarrassing. You see, so I feel like I have a lot of space up there, but it's also like I can't reach that without a step ladder. Like I can even barely reach this shelf without a step ladder. And so to me, it's just kind of irrelevant space. Like I could use it to store stuff, but my everyday things I can't put there because if I can't reach it easily and I have to be climbing up on a step ladder every morning, it makes no sense. But also here's just kind of anyway, I also just have like random things everywhere in my room, so I need to fix this. My bed's also a mess. Oh my god. I got these boots on Amazon. You see, I've been shopping for things and now I have to find places for them, and that's probably the worst part. I think in the store I need to remember that I have no space. But these are cute. I say in the store, I literally just said I got these from Amazon. The lack of self-control. Anyway, they're from a brand called Dream Pairs. Yeah, that's what it's called, Dream Pairs. The thing about these boots is that I originally wanted them in brown, but they said they didn't have my size. And so I was like, fine, I'll just get the black. And I feel like I settled on the black. Like I started thinking about what I could wear with the black. I even bought this like cute little black skirt and I was like, fine, I'm settled on the black. And then they sent me the brown one in my size, so they did have it. I don't know, it was a mistake on their part, but at the same time I don't really know how to feel about it. I think I'm good with it because I'm definitely not returning it. I don't want to go through all of that. I originally wanted brown anyway, but I feel like before I buy something I always think about all the outfits that I could, all the ways that I could wear it in my head, and I did that with the black version. But anyway, they fit really well and they're really cute. I feel like I could wear these throughout any season. I could definitely wear it in the fall. Skirts, dresses, bootlegged, like wide-legged pants, literally anything. I could wear it in the winter if I wanted to. And I could definitely see myself wearing these in the spring, like with shorter skirts and with shorts. Even in the summer with shorts. Like I literally feel like I'm gonna wear this all year long, every season. So I didn't mind buying it. It also wasn't that expensive. Now I have to find a place for those. I'm pretty sure I showed these already in my last vlog, but I got this sweater from H&M. It's literally just a red sweater. I love this color and I love it most in sweaters. Like I probably would never wear like a t-shirt this color, or actually literally anything else. I love bright colors in sweaters. H&M had so many sweaters that's this color and like cardigans and stuff, but I just got this one because it was really soft. But then I realized that it would like match the red on these shoes, and I know these shoes are like completely pink, but I would absolutely still wear this together. Literally don't even care. So yeah, let me start. Honestly, I'm here sitting talking to you because I'm procrastinating. I think I'm actually gonna like take everything out of my closet and really like organize and put everything back in and put away all the things that I know I'm not gonna use anymore because it's gonna get colder. And I feel like this method is always the worst because once you take everything out and you just see it out and everywhere and you don't even have a place to sit or lie down or anything, it's so overwhelming. And then you regret it. You're like, why did I even start doing this in the first place? But I think in the end it'll be worth it. I don't even know. I have to put Scandal on because I cannot do a task. Oh, there it is. It's already here. I cannot do a task without background noise. And I'm not... Well, sometimes I would like listen to music in my headphones. Stop. When I'm doing like kitchen work or like listen to an audiobook or something, but this is what I like when I'm like cleaning my room. I need to pause to cut and file my nails. It's literally snagging on everything. I don't know why. Well, ever since I started taking my vitamins, just like my daily vitamins more frequently, and I stopped forgetting, my nails will not stop growing, and I don't actually like that. I don't need long nails. Really done is like separate all the things that need to go into storage because they're summer things, and I need a break already. I need to go eat something and have a coffee or something. I said I wasn't gonna have any caffeine today, but I'm a liar. Honestly, this isn't going too bad though, because after I put these away and I just bring down the other stuff, it's all gonna be good. I was really procrastinating for nothing. You see, this is the point where I start having regrets, and I'm like, why did I even start this? It's not that bad. I just need to hang all of this up and make sure it fits. I mean, it fit last year, so it should be fine. I honestly didn't even think I had all of this. It's just been away for literal months. Out of sight, out of mind is seriously, it's a crazy thing for me because it's very true. Do you guys remember when these like teddy jackets were really in style, like literally years ago? I think maybe like 5 or 6 years ago by now. I would literally never get rid of mine. You could never get me to stop wearing them. Not only is it comfortable, but I like the color, and I don't know, it's just so cozy. Trends come and go for everyone else, but I'm gonna stick by this. I feel like you can't even tell when I'm like over there what I'm looking at and why I look so defeated, because it's going well here, but like, I mean, that's a suitcase right there. That's just gonna be closed up, and I'm gonna put it up there, and then I'm gonna like donate some stuff, and my bags need a place in the closet. But still, just looking at all that on the floor, I feel defeated. I'm taking a break, but I was just thinking about that book, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Like, everyone's talking about it, everyone's reading it for fall, and I have not been interested in it. But then the moment I'm like, I kind of am interested now. I want to know what everyone's reading. It's literally sold out everywhere. I've never seen it in Barnes and Noble anymore. They have the second one, the Cinnamon Bun Store or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's a series where you actually have to read them in order. Actually, I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe it's like interconnected. And I know the Christmas version of it comes out, like the third book in the series is a Christmas book, and it comes out October something. I think it comes out in a couple days. If that series is good, I would love to read all of them. Fall, Christmas, perfect for like the end of the year, but the first one is sold out literally everywhere. Not even Amazon has it. I don't know, that was just such a random thought that I can't get that book everywhere. Like, I was looking at it for so long and looking at it so many times. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to read that. I don't think I'm interested. I don't think I'm gonna read it. and now it's just nowhere. It's sold out. I put all of my smaller bags into this big bag that I'm probably not going to use for a while because this is like a summer beach bag, and I can't tell if I'm brilliant or if I'm terrible at this. Or maybe I just should get some like actual storage containers, but I don't want to. This is nothing life-changing, but I feel like it looks way better than before. I mean, and all of my winter stuff are out, and that was the purpose of all of this. I don't really care how it looks that much because a closet is meant to look messy so that my room can look fine. And my room is looking fine again, so we're good. I got these two soaps from Target, and you can really get me with any kind of soap that has, well, any kind of item that has fall themed things on it, because this one right here, it says jasmine and sandalwood scented, and that's like a very common scent. Like, it's not rare or anything, but because it says cozy fall and it's decorated like this, it got me and I bought it anyway. It was really cheap though, but this one actually smells like fall because this is fall pumpkin scent, and that one really does smell like pumpkins, and so this one was worth it. This one's a scam. I'm gonna make this butternut squash pasta that literally looks like pumpkins to me. I got the pumpkin spice cinnamon rolls, and I swear every time I see people making these, they follow the instructions and they burn it. So I am gonna leave it in for like 10 minutes or something and then just watch it from there. Also, I bought these pumpkin cookies also, like it was right next to this. It's the same Pillsbury brand, and they were not good at all. It was such a fail. And I mean, if they were ugly and it still tasted good, I wouldn't mind, but they were ugly and they didn't taste that good. So I hope this tastes better. The package said 23 to 27 minutes, and I put it in for 23 minutes, and it honestly looks perfect, so. It literally came out perfect. It's so, like, it's dripping. It's so soft and moist, and I feel bad for everyone who burnt this because it's actually so good. The end of chapter 3 is so funny. It's so hard to talk about books that are like the second in a series. I'm finally getting into it. I feel like the beginning was explaining a lot of stuff. I feel like I was being overwhelmed with information, but I'm really getting into it now. I'm getting sleepy. I should go to sleep. but it's already getting so good. I'm already giggling, kicking my feet, and I remember I did this for the last book. I would always just reread paragraphs, not because I don't get it, but just because I enjoyed what I read. So I just reread the entire paragraph, and it takes me forever to like finish these books because of that. And this book is already like huge, so I should probably stop that, but I just love it so much. But I gotta go to bed. I feel like I only drink dirty chai lattes when it's fall because chai just tastes like fall to me. I have no business drinking it all year round, but I think I might continue to drink this even after the fall is over because I don't know, it kind of just balances the coffee out a little bit more. It helps with my stomach issues. Like I have less stomach issues when I mix it with the chai tea and the coffee. I don't know why I feel so gross today. I took a second shower and I just put my pajamas back on, and I'm just gonna lay here in bed and read some more because I was meant to do some stuff today. I'll do it tomorrow. I feel gross today. I don't know, menstruation maybe. I was watching Scandal as I was cleaning my kitchen, and as I said before, this is my rewatch. I've watched this entire show like a couple times, and every time I rewatch a show, I change favorite characters or I see different characters in a different light. I'm finally not 100% rooting for Fitz and Olivia anymore. Like, I feel like I knew that they were bad people, they were doing bad things, they were wrong, but I was always rooting for them. I was always supporting their rights and wrongs. And now I'm just like, these people are insane and they're gross. Like Fitz, they keep talking about Vermont and jam. If you know, you know. Vermont and jam. Fitz never once mentions his kids. One of them, who's a toddler, by the way, never mentions that child. They're actually insane. Also, I used to not like Melly because as much as I know she's a victim, she still is. It's just like, girl, you want this like power and you're staying for the wrong reasons. Like, it's not even that she feels like she needs to stay, but she's staying for all the wrong reasons. I used to dislike her for that. I used to find her annoying. I'm like, you definitely could leave, but you're staying for the wrong reasons. And like everything she does, it's almost like she's doing the right, like she would tell the truth, but she's doing it for the wrong reasons. And she used to piss me off, but she's an icon actually. Anyways, none of that rant will make sense unless you've watched Scandal, but I feel like it's been out for so long. Either you've watched it all or you're not interested. But everything I've said is so out of context. Like, it's not a spoiler at all, and so much goes on in that show. Like, trust me, it's so out of context. No spoilers. But my book, I am on chapter 28 of Iron Flame. That's page 256, and it feels like so insane to read over 250 pages of a book, and I'm still not even halfway. That's always crazy to me. Like, these thicker books, I kind of love it though, because you're just in one single world for so long. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm loving it, but I can see the reasons why people didn't like it as much as the first one. A couple things. One, Violet and Xaden are barely ever together. Well, so far, as much as I've read, they're barely ever together, and that has been bothering me a little bit. I'm kind of conflicted about it because a part of me is so bothered by it, but a part of me also kind of loves the yearning, and it just makes it more special when they are together. But it's like, how are you guys never in the same room? The thing is, I understand why it happened this way, but at the same time, I just kind of wish they were in the same place more for like the banter, because the banter was fun in the last book. But yeah, this book also has a lot more information. I feel like this book has more world building. I have realized in fantasy series, I feel like authors would do all the world building in like book 1, and then you go on and it's more focused, like you know the world already, so it's more focused on like the drama, or maybe if there's romance, it's more focused on the romance and all the other elements of the book, because you already built up the world, everyone knows the world now. And the crazy thing about that is I think sometimes that loses people, like especially people who aren't very into fantasy, it loses them. And I think Rebecca Yarros was really smart with that, because in Fourth Wing there's so much focus on the romance, and there's so much focus on like the challenges, and there wasn't as much world building. And the way that she did it, once you get to this one, you kind of learn so much more. And I think it makes so much sense, because we're clueless as to what's really going on behind the scenes of like this college in the first book, and then once we start learning more, it kind of just explains the ending of that book in this book, if that makes any sense. But I think what happened is that Fourth Wing had so many non-fantasy readers getting into fantasy through Fourth Wing, and so they probably weren't ready for all this like world building and having all that information thrown at them. And I know for a fact that the first time I ever read fantasy, I was like, what? Like I don't get it. But now I kind of know to expect it. I know what to expect going into it. Like we have to build an entire world and all of the politics and all of the rules. So I have all of this left. That's basically a whole book on its own. So it could go downhill and I could change my mind, but so far I don't think it's gonna be that far off from a 5-star. Fourth Wing was a 5-star for me, and I've seen so many people rate Fourth Wing 5 stars, and then Iron Flame was like a 3 or a 2 or something, and I think this could still be like a 4 for me, 4.5 or something. It all just depends on how it goes. And there's something that just got revealed in the last couple chapters that I read, and I was staying up way too late reading this book, and the thing that got revealed is so insane. Anyway, having fun reading it. You guys, this crisp apple Olipop flavor, I feel like everyone has been talking about this as if it's like a new I mean, I think it's being advertised as a new fall flavor, and everyone's like been excited to go out and get this. But am I the only one that remembered that this crisp apple Olipop already existed, but in a different packaging, like during literally this summer? And I remember it was after a baseball game that I went to. We only go watch baseball in the summer, so it had to have been the summer that just passed. And I was in my room talking about how baseball fans are rowdy. And then I reviewed this Olipop flavor. It was like crisp apple in like this reddish packaging, and I remember saying that it was the best Olipop flavor yet, like nothing is beating it. And then it disappeared. I literally never saw it again, never got it again. But now it's back, and everyone's saying it's their fall flavor, and it's just in a completely different can. The other can was prettier, by the way. If I find a picture of it, I'm gonna insert it, and I have to look back at my own videos because I remember reviewing this already. I wonder if it tastes the same, or like why did they take it off the shelves and then bring it back as a fall flavor? Like maybe they thought, oh my god, we don't have anything for the fall. It's not like they can make pumpkin spice soda. That would be weird. And they're probably like, we need to take the apple ones off the shelf and put it back up in the fall. But I can't be the only one that remembers that. Anyway, I'm gonna try it and see if it's the exact same, because that was seriously their best flavor, and they should have just left it as something that's all year round, because if it really is only gonna come around in the fall, I'm gonna be very sad. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's really good. That's their best flavor yet. Yoga right now because I found this yoga studio that has like yoga classes and mat Pilates for $12, and that is unheard of in New York. I feel like when things are cheap in New York, I just think like it's basically free. That there's like girl math and there's New York math, and that's my New York math. I'm gonna go. I wanted to like get a coffee or something first, but maybe I'll do it after, or maybe a matcha. I'll see what's in the area. So I'm back home and yoga is not for the weak. I went in there thinking I was getting a nice calming experience, and I was for the most part. Like, I feel like I was transformed. I wasn't even transported, not transformed. I felt like I wasn't in New York anymore because the yoga studio was just so calming, and it was in such a quiet like place. Like I had to get off the train and I was on this like really busy, annoying street, and then I turned down where its actual studio is and it just got so quiet. It's like, it just set the vibe for the yoga class, and it started off really nice and calming, and we were warming up and like doing our breathing exercises and whatever, and then she started going so fast and I was like, I don't have enough upper body strength for this. Also, I found out that my wrists are really weak. Need to work on that. Need to work on my upper body strength in general, but I have not been working out like at all, so I'm not surprised or anything. But also, all it takes is like one little class to motivate me. After that, I didn't even eat anything, and after the one yoga class I just felt so energized. I felt so much better. I was walking everywhere. Like, all the little stops that I made, I could have taken the train, but I was just like, I'm gonna walk everywhere I want to go. And I was going up and down lots of stairs, like literally running upstairs. Usually I get winded after walking up the stairs, and the one yoga class, it's already life-changing. That's what it always is. It's like, I just need to get back into it. I just need to do something to get back into it. And I thought that yoga would be a good start, and I was right. And I think I'm gonna book a class for next week again. Like, I'm gonna go there once a week and then just work out in my apartment gym on other days that I want to work out, because that's free. I love that studio. I will be back. So while I was like in that area, I knew that there were so many little shops that sold Sunny Angels, and I could just tell. You could just tell, like, these little toy stores. I don't even know how to explain it, but you could just tell from the outside like who sells Sunny Angels, and there were like 3 different ones in that area, and I popped in to each of them. And the first one, they only had Christmas, like the Christmas version of the Sunny Angels. I'm just not in the Christmas vibe yet. And then she told me it was $18.99, and I was like, that's not what they cost. I literally only have one, and I think I got it from Urban Outfitters, and I think I spent $12.99 on it, and one of the other stores had it for $12.99, but the one that I bought had it for $10. And that was the first one that I went to that said $18.99. I'm like, something about this feels off. It was sounding like it was overpriced. And then I went on Google randomly just to like look at that store, and everyone said that the lady in there was like racially profiling them. Like, literally there's so many reviews under the topic racial profiling, and I'm just like, I would not want to support a place like that. But it's kind of crazy how many reviews, like how many different people are experiencing this, and like different races too. So it's just like, girl, over some Sunny Angels, like, be for real. Anyway, yeah, the vibe was off in that place. But the one that I got from the place that was $10, the woman in there, she was very sweet, and she was like, we're gonna have different ones in stock soon. Why am I going on a whole rant about Sunny Angels? Also, I've been saying how much I don't really like matcha anymore. Like, I just haven't been enjoying it very much. And I went to Kettle today and they have great matcha, but there was this place right next to it that I've never seen before. It's a coffee shop, and they had this caramel apple something coffee, and it had like espresso, and it had apple tea. I don't even know what apple tea is, and caramel obviously, and that just sounded so good. But empty stomach, and I was like, I can't do coffee on an empty stomach. That's one thing that I'm strict on myself about, and so I didn't get it, but it sounds so good. Maybe next week I'll go there and get that instead. And then I went to the Strand. I will open this in a second, I promise. I'll show you what I got. But I went to the Strand because I feel like I watch people's... One sec. Okay, I'm sorry. As I was saying, I went to the Strand because I feel like I watch people come to New York all the time and they go to the Strand. Literally, Destiny said, well, she just like had a vlog coming to New York and she went to the Strand. I'm like, I literally never go there. And it's like this iconic bookstore in New York, and I remember why I never go there. I always like not go to somewhere for a really long time and then I forget. I'm like, maybe I should go there. It looks fun. And then I remember why I don't go there. That bookstore, it's always so crowded, which is fine. New York, tourist, whatever. But it's actually hard to browse anything because someone's always in your way and you're always in someone's way. It's not a fun experience. It's not a calming experience that I usually get from bookstores. It's not my favorite type of experience, but yeah, it's a cool place to like see every once in a while, but I don't really enjoy browsing it. And so I left and I went to Barnes & Noble right after, which I love. I love Barnes & Noble. I didn't really need anything. I just wanted the common experience of browsing a bookstore, so I went there instead. I think early in this vlog I was saying that the pumpkin spice cafe is sold out everywhere, and then I literally saw it at Barnes & Noble, and when I was faced with it, I didn't want it anymore. You see, like FOMO's a dangerous thing. I don't think I actually care for it, but I'm so curious, and also I was just like, it's right there. Why don't you want it anymore? So yeah, I left it there. I didn't really need anything. I really was just going in there for comfort. I also found nothing like the movies. I started off this vlog talking about how I love to read the extra Barnes & Noble exclusive content, and I did that, and it was cute, a cute little chapter, and then like it was also Wes's point of view of a different chapter, and like a playlist and cute stuff. I don't need to buy the whole book for it, but if you were buying it anyway, it's worth it. But I wasn't planning to, so put it back. Okay, I keep moving because I think I'm very energized, and I think it's the matcha, I think it's the workout, and I'm actually running on literally 3 hours of sleep. My insomnia is back and worse than ever. So the Sunny Angel, this is the Animals series version 3. I want either the giraffe or the poodle or the zebra. I think I'm fine with anyone that I get. Okay, you should look at it first. I want either the giraffe. The giraffe, it's so cute. You see, this box says he may bring you happiness. That just brought me happiness. That brought me some joy. I'm good for the rest of the day. It's bedtime and I'm actually about to watch Tell Me Lies. It comes out every Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. And I used to like when TV shows would do this, like Euphoria. I remember they would like release them weekly, and it just, something about it felt so nice to like wait for it. But with this show, for some reason, it annoys me so much. Like, just put the entire season on Hulu and leave me alone. Let me binge it. I could have been done with this in probably one night. This is based off of a book, and I've just never been interested in reading the book Tell Me Lies. I've seen it in Barnes & Noble so many times, never been interested. But for some reason, I'm interested in the show, and that show, there's so much drama, and I feel like the character Steven, he is so... actually, I feel like they're all terrible people, but Steven specifically, he is so awful and evil. And I feel like every girl has either dated a Steven or they've had a friend who's dated a Steven. And listen, I don't mean to make myself the victim, but as someone who's had a friend who's dated a Steven, I feel like I suffered just as much. It's so like accurate to college boys, like boys in university, the way that their dorms even look, like the fact that they all have navy blue sheets or like black sheets with stripes. Like, it's so accurate and cliche, and it's just honestly kind of terrifying and gives me flashbacks. It's addicting. Every Wednesday I'm like locked in to watch it, so that's what I'm gonna watch now. And I think I'm gonna be ending the video here. I obviously didn't finish Iron Flame because it's this really thick book, but I'm on page, actually I need to check my Kindle. I actually don't know where my Kindle is, but I'm pretty sure I'm on page 347, chapter 38, and it's going really well so far. I still have a lot left, so I can't like fully tell you a rating. If I'm done reading it and I finish rating it after I edit this video, I'll put it here. But it's going really well, and I'll probably say what my rating is in the wrap up or maybe in the next video or something, but it's going well. Like, I would recommend it. A lot of people are disappointed by it, but I can't relate to that, and I'm really enjoying this series and this world, and I'm having so much fun reading it. So me saying that I'm having fun reading it is so funny because my girl Violet in the book, she keeps almost dying. But still having a lovely time. It's so hard to talk about Iron Flame because so much like foreshadowing happens in Fourth Wing, and then like everything that's revealed leads up to this book. So literally anything I could say about this is like a spoiler for the first book, so hard to talk about. Didn't really say much about it, but I think I expressed my feelings well enough. Hi, so this is me after I finished editing this video, and I wanted to talk about Iron Flame because I feel like I spoke very highly of it in this video, and then around the 400 page point I started to like lose my mind a little bit. The thing is, I still think very highly of this book, and it's kind of hard to rate because when you are so intrigued for 400 pages straight, and when you're so in it and you love it so much, and you're thinking like for 400 pages straight it's a 4.75 or a 4.5 or something, and then it hit that mark and you're just like losing interest because it really doesn't need to be over 600 pages. Like, hitting 400 pages and still having over 200 pages left, it really felt crazy. Especially with how the story was going. I don't know, I just kind of felt like it was dragging a little bit. Like, wrap it up, Rebecca. There's so much that I love about this. The characters, the way that the world is set up. I love the challenges that they face. I love there's like a redemption and character development for certain people. I won't say anything, and I loved that part. There's so much about it that I love. The friendships, the found family, the random little twists and turns that this like plot takes you through, and the banter. There's so much that I love about it, but I was tired. Earlier in this video I remember saying that Violet and Xaden were barely ever together, and it was like fine because I kind of liked the yearning and it was okay. Even though I missed the banter, it was okay. But my thing is, when I was saying that only 200 pages in, I was thinking, okay, that's gonna change soon. Like, halfway through they're probably gonna be together more, like something's gonna change and they will definitely be together more. Like, that's just to me how the plot would have progressed, because I don't know, like them being apart, it of course makes sense, but it was also just so insane for them to be apart that much. I think it started to bother me a little bit more as the book progressed, because it was just like, we have 600 pages. You're telling me we have 623 pages and they're barely ever even together. So like, and I do feel like that would have made sense, and it could have continued that way if this book was like 200 pages less. Like, I think I would have had no complaints. It's just, that's just definitely the main point. This book is too long. Could have been like 150 pages, 200 pages less. So I would say that this would have been like a 4.5 or 4.75 through the first 400 pages. Then I was like losing my mind. But then I really liked the end once again. So I think this would be a 3.75 or a 4-star, but I'm leaning more towards 4 just because of how much I love about this. But I know that a lot of people would read this following up Fort Wing and not love it. They would probably be disappointed by it. I think 4 stars is what I'm settling on, and I just wanted to pop in and talk about it and give my final review since I was reading it throughout the entire video. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end today's vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I feel like it was a weird one because I was menstruating and I was in a bad mood half the time, but honestly, today was a great day, so hopefully that made up for it. If you got to this point of the video, I literally love you because you probably had to go through some boring stuff to get here. So thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!